To me, it's a place, a sacred space where I go to dissolve myself in silence. I feel it holds like a central unifying force, and the more I or we, I think, connect to that force, the more we are truly able to be what we are meant to be. In September 2016, I came to Auroville for the first time with my wife and daughter, and that was kind of our first visit for a week we had planned, but on day one, kind of we felt at home. Visiting Matrimandir, I think it was on the second or third day, that was like a big moment. We didn't know any single human in Auroville, so we just came, with an open heart. And I remember the first few weeks, must have been maybe around 2 months, that I would start my every day by going to Matrimandir. So I would just start my day blank by sitting in silence, and then I'll be guided where I should go. So that was very precious. On the 15th August 2022, when Sri Aurobindo's 150th birthday was coming up, we were invited to kind of chant Sri Aurobindo's Gayatri Mantra on that day. So in 2021, we started the preparations for it, and that's when, like on a weekly basis, we would go to the amphitheater and kind of practice chanting there. And that was so powerful that the group wanted to continue. So it continues even today. Every week we kind of hold space and chant. And to be honest, initially I was hesitant, because for me, Matrimandir as a space for silence is very sacred. So to do something which kind of involves sound, I would question myself that is Matrimandir the right place for this? And same, I think the theatre that I did with Aryamani, that also we kind of perform at the Matrimandir. But then I kind of realized that there are some ways in which you can be with sound also, as long as it is leading ultimately towards the silence. So they say that the source of all sound is silence. So ultimately we have to merge and be in that silence, but sometimes sound can also be a gateway to that. Aryamani takes Sri Aurobindo's work, mostly Savitri, and kind of creates a script for kind of performance of a play. At least what I experienced was it's like a collective sadhana. So because the words itself are Sri Aurobindo's words, so that it has a certain mantric power, and the whole kind of purpose is to come from a space of silence. At the end of the performance, if there is applause, then you can be sure that humans have been happy. But at the end of the play, if there is silence and people don't want to move, then be sure that the gods have also come to kind of witness. I kind of go as a regular practice, but if sometimes I have like in between two meetings, if I have like an hour or 30 minutes in between, or if something really not clear in the head, and then I go there and I can see how things settle in and certain clarity comes. Usually I begin with just observing my breath. So I think that kind of allows the surface thoughts to settle in. And then I don't have a fixed process. I mean, I have been doing Vipassana meditation, so part of it is to kind of observe sensations, which I do sometimes. Sometimes I just kind of concentrate on the heart center, but there's no fixed kind of method. Each day, whatever. Then I don't choose. I mean, then whatever needs to happen, I just let it be. Because the space is kind of consecrated for a particular purpose as a unifying force, when either individually or collectively, when we go with that intention, it does some magic, and that just strengthens and reinforces the faith in the power of silence. So often we rely so much on the mind and to just quieten that and say, hey, there's something beyond mind which we are here to discover, and just to have this consecrated space like Matrimandir is a blessing. Yeah, I think it also brings people together, like especially the dawn fire that we have on some special days when we all come together in silence. I find them very powerful. And I think it also reconnects me back to the reason why I came here, why I came to Auroville, the core purpose. I think a dream would be, may the full manifestation of Matrimandir, like there are some gardens and lake and some more physical aspects yet to be manifested. May this full manifestation happen in a way that really harmonizes and brings all Aurovillians together. Because I've heard stories from pioneers that building of Matrimandir was one thing that kept everyone together. They had differences, there were conflicts, but then to come together, work physically and build it. So I think, one dream would be that the full manifestation of the physical aspects of Matrimandir kind of becomes that unifying force that harmonizes and brings all of us together. And I would also love to see, I think, more and more of us going there for collective silence.